Hello and welcome. So, let me just quickly double check if everything is fine on the stream side. And it seems that it is. Okay. So, the goal for this weekend is to get the UI finally working. So, the good news is that the SVG support is now fixed, which is great. So hopefully I will be actually able to do what I want, which is to basically get actually let me just write it down. So how do I do this? Where's my IDE? Right. Okay. So bigger font for sure. Okay. So what I want is to have an SVG based UI. So that will be mostly, so there will be definitely a static part to that, which is just the background of the Sudoku. But then on top of that, there are several dynamic parts. So 1.1 would be the static part. And let me see if you can actually see that fine. Well, my widgets are a little bit in the way, so let's just move it around. Right. So there's definitely a static part to that, but then there will be a dynamic part, and for now the only really dynamic part is two things. So first of all, the shapes of the 3x3 blocks. So for now, I only support 3x3 blocks, but this is the part I really want to have written in a generic way. So I want to be able to support jigsaw Sudoku straight out of the box. So the kind of drawing the borders needs to be done in some sort of dynamic way. And for now, it can be basically hard-coded in the code that it essentially just draws the 3x3 blocks, but the idea is it's happening inside of the code. So then I can extend the code and everything will work. I don't want to hard code it in the HTML essentially. That's kind of the core thing I want to avoid. And right, so static part will be the Sudoku grid background. There'll be the shapes of the 3x3 blocks, that's dynamic. And another dynamic thing is the diagonals, because I do support diagonal Sudoku, so I want to see if that works. And this should be pretty straightforward, like it can just be like two simple lines or like a different background for the diagonals, something. But there needs to be something to kind of signify, okay, this is actually the diagonal Sudoku. Then we will need a button. So the button on press will try to solve the Sudoku. And the idea here is that I think my volume of the music is a little bit too high. So let me just take it down. Oh, scoot. Okay, something like that should be fine. Okay, so it will try to solve the Sudoku using the solver that I already have. And so on the first try, I just want it to basically like try to solve it. If it fails, it just says I cannot. If it is able to solve, then it will just, you know, fill in the results. But what I want then after that is to actually show partial solution. So basically this will kind of end up being like, if I go to the cracking the cryptic UI, so something, you know, like let's say this will be completely nonsensical, but let me just put some numbers in the grid, right? Yeah, whatever. So now imagine that if I press solve, like this might not be solvable yet. So then what I kind of want is to get, you know, this can be 2, 3, 4, 5, this can be, I don't know, 5, 6, 8, whatever, you know, you kind of get the point. So get the candidate solutions, like candidate numbers also be shown in the UI. This will be a little bit tricky because like especially I really like this UI because it kind of, you know, overlays the information, and of course it becomes complete nonsense if you just put too much stuff in it. But I kind of like this idea of you are able to like utilize multiple things over each other, like you can also have it colored, you know, so like this, what like the cell can contain a lot of information just by you putting it in. So I definitely want to support the different notations, but I'm not sure how far I will get on this stream, but at least having something that kind of goes and shows, okay, like this square can still contain like these numbers. It can be done in a pretty simple way, like if you, let me just take oh damn it, what would be a good way to kind of draw it? Okay, so if you kind of imagine the square, right, like this is the square, so I can basically go and like have for each number like a static position in the square, you know, and just basically control if it shows up or not. That would kind of be an option to do it in a very simple way. So basically this would kind of be always the layout of the square, and then based on what's still possible, you know, I just, you know, hide the 5 or something, you know. This would basically mean that the square cannot have a 5. So this might be a good like middle step for now. Doesn't really work with the different notations, but I mean, I kind of want to go step by step because this can quickly get very complicated if I just kind of say, oh, I want to have everything at the very beginning. I really need to take this like step by step and do it slowly because UI is definitely not my forte, so yeah. Okay, so let's just start going through the list then. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm super happy to explain stuff. You know, this is the 21st episode, so the stuff is pretty far along, at least in some respects, so I'm sure if you are watching it like and just joining randomly, you probably would need some sort of explanation about like what the heck is happening. So feel free to ask. Okay, so the first thing is the static part. So last time this was the thing I really struggled with because the SVG was broken. But that was actually the dynamic part. So for the static part, what we really want, we just want to draw lines. And I was being inspired by this UI, which is really neat. So if I inspect element here, let me just increase it. So each cell is a G, which, let's see what a G is actually. SVG, HTML, G. Why do I have caps lock? That's weird. It's a container used to group other SVG elements, right? So basically each square is a group, and then yeah, there's like overlays and whatnot. But the actual background happens down here using a path. One thing I was like a little bit weirded out here is that the paths are kind of strange. So if I actually okay, I just deleted the wrong thing. So if I delete, I think it's this one then. Right, okay. So you can see like the paths kind of skip, they're the complementary basically, like the thick lines and okay, this is the border. So right, like you can see that it skips over the thick lines. I don't like that particularly because that's a bit fragile to me, so I kind of want to have the paths basically for each like border in between rows and columns. And then the like thick lines will be the internal thick lines will be generated based on what the blocks actually shapes look like. But the outer lines are definitely part of the static UI. Okay, so we can start with that. So one thing that I was wondering is like this is right, they basically have a view box of like this is kind of 1000 by 1000 pixels, and then it gets scaled to like a width, a specific width. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. So let's do it that way. Right, so what do we want? We want to have a path. Okay, sure, I can group it, that makes sense. I can definitely have background. Yep. So I will have a path. So this path will be our our borders between lines and columns. And I have the, I don't have the line. I thought I did. Grid line color, grid line width. Interesting. Right, so normal one is 2 and the bold one is 5. Sounds pretty reasonable to me. Okay. So, wait a second. Yeah, stroke and stroke width, right. So stroke will be black and stroke width. Let's just start with 1 for now, and the line dash bold. Or I guess I should call it thick. Okay, again black. Sure, fine. So I wonder if I should make this gray. Let's see how it looks. So this will be class line, and the actual path is in D. Right, so it's move to a point and then make a horizontal or vertical line. of a particle length, right? So we move to 50-50, I guess, and make a horizontal line of 900. Then we move to wait a second, which dimension is what? Right, okay, so the first one looks like this is weird because this looks... Ah, no, okay, so X is horizontal and then Y is vertical. Okay, okay, makes sense. Okay, so what do we... Okay, wait a second, these numbers don't line up. Where does this end? 850, 50. How is this then in a... Oh yeah, okay, so it goes 100. Goes by 100. Oh, okay, and it has like 50 pixel borders. Okay. Okay, now that kind of makes sense. So right, let's just do this then. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and by the way, this thing will also need to be dynamic at some point, because obviously this is static only for 9x9 Sudokus. The moment I will want to play with larger Sudokus, like I need to draw this, you know, from the code, because obviously this is very hard-coded 9x9. Okay, so let's see if... Where's my terminal? Did this recompile? I think it did. Oh. Let's see. No. Oh, yes, because I actually... In the code I actually replaced this entire thing. So... what? Okay, so here I don't actually want to replace the root anymore. Right. So what I will have... ID playground. Right. So I will have the background and then the foreground or playground next to it. And what I actually want to replace in my code is the playground. Right. So this will be G playground. Goes away. Get element by ID playground. Right. Okay, so this will not be an SVG, this will be a G. Attributes. Oh, interesting. Last time I think I overwritten my ID. I just noticed that. Which I wonder if that could be actually part of the issues I was having. Right. I can leave the path as a child of that. That's not a problem. I guess this should be fine. This did the thing, so let's see if... Ah, we have lines. Okay, but now... Yeah, okay, there's something broken about this thing. We are looking at get element by ID, playground. This should be fine. Curious, okay. Let's just try to rebuild, because sometimes it just doesn't... Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, so... Okay. I'm starting to get worried because this looks like we are running into the same problem as before, maybe? But we'll see. Okay, let's just finish the background first. Right, so this kind of... Right, so these are the borders. Makes sense. So let's just do the other way around. So this will be again a path. But basically everything is the other way around, so this will be like that, like that, like that. Okay. 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 $850. Right. And no, I'm not missing the closing bracket. Okay, everything is fine. So... Oh, this actually... Ah, shoot, I'm missing the ending stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, alright, I'm just missing the last lines. Okay, that's easy to fix. So this will be moved to 950, 50, 900, and here the same idea, just the other way around, 50, 950. Vertical 900, right? No, horizontal, damn it. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now we need the outer border. So this will be a rectangle. Height 900, width 900. Oh, how did this guy do it? XY is okay. So X is 50, Y is 50, and then class is line thick. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Fill transparent. Okay. Cool. Okay. So good. Now okay. So what I want to do now is have the 3x3 blocks. And as I said, for now, I'm fine with basically hard-coding them, but I want to hard-code them not in HTML, I want to hard-code them in the code. So... so let's make a new group here. This will be ID blocks. Right. I hope you can nest it like that. I'm not sure actually, but we'll see. So now in the code, let's just do it. Draw blocks, and this will be the block view. So yes, okay. Okay. We want to be updating this. So okay, this will be a little bit ugly, but okay. So this will be a reference to a pointer. So new blocks. This will be a group. We need to keep the ID, so this will be, what did I call it? Blocks, I think? Yes, blocks. Okay. And the children of this will be the 9 different squares, right? So this will be a path, data, class will be line fig. Actually, I can make it not a path, I can make it a rectangle for now, that's fine. So class will be line fig, yes. But then I also need the transparent background. Right, so that was fill transparent, right. Right. Now right, now we need the actual position, so oops, X will be right. I guess I should just generate this programmatically, but okay, that's a thing I actually haven't tried before, so let's look at the recommendation. So this is the asm-dom library. Right. Okay. Right, so these are basically generators, right? So I mean factories effectively. So I guess we actually want to generate the attributes, maybe. Hmm. Okay. Right. So it's always the element, then the data, which is like attributes and stuff, and then potentially children, which could be another vnode. Okay. Oh, you can skip over the attributes. Okay, okay. And this is just plain text then. Okay. So, right. But how do I insert? Is it the patch? Okay. I basically want to insert into my like temporary vnode, like somewhere inside of it. I'm not sure how to do that. I mean, this should definitely be possible, but I'm not quite sure how. One of the issues is like, because this isn't a CMake project with C-line, is not particularly helpful. Yeah, like it will not really provide me with any kind of support. I can definitely have a bunch of calls here and that would work. So I can basically do something like generate block 0, right, and then generate block 1. And that would work because the age is returning a vnode pointer. So I can just write a function that basically does that. I guess that's like the... I would still prefer to have this in a loop, but I really don't know how to do that. So I guess this is the next best thing I can do. Vnode, right? So generate block. And sure, this will be the ID of the block, and we'll just go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very simply. So this will return a rectangle. Yep. And yeah, transparent. And now okay, so this needs to be computed. Is there an example? I'm looking for an example of like where there are values. Let's see. Click this file. To string count. No, okay. Right. View property. Okay, what the heck is framework? Framework view property. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need this kind of complication stuff. I think I can just use strings, that's fine. Okay, so basically I will have 4 variables, so we'll have x, y, width and height. So x will be 50 plus ID. Okay, so it's 0, 1, 2, and x is, yes, okay, so ID modulo 3 times 300, right? Yes. And y will be 50 plus ID divided by 3 times 300. Width will be always 300, and height will be also always 300, right? Okay. Damn it. Is this okay, so this is C++11. Okay, so we should be able to use that. Okay, I already have string, right? So toString x, the same for y. So we toString y the same for width. String width, height, right. Okay. I think that should work. I hope that should work. So let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So these are all the children, and this ends the age block. Right, so we have the new blocks, and what we want to do is now patch it in. So that's basically this thing. So block view, new blocks, and this will be block view. Right, so update the pointer, and that's it. Right. Okay, so I will need a local variable here. Then what I want to do is I wonder if this is actually necessary. Okay, let's have a look at the patch function. What the heck is the documentation? Patch. The first is a DOM element representing the current view. The second is representing the new updated view. Okay, so we need to have some sort of view to kind of... Okay, no, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. So we definitely need to do something like this. But it will not be the playground, it will be blocks, ID blocks. Okay. Right. Then I need to bind it to the correct thing. So patch document blocks. So this is about the block view. And now if I call draw blocks with the block view, not use view, it should work. Actually, let me change this because this is very awkward. So what I will do is have this return the vnode. So I just do return this, and this will be block view equals this. Right. That's definitely less awkward and weird. Right. What one thing I'm not 100% sure about is like the lifetimes of objects here. So Like everything is a pointer, so I'm kind of hoping that everything kind of gets garbage collected, but I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar with this library yet, so let's see what happens. Where's my browser window? Right. Okay. Right. This is unhappy. This is very unhappy. Right. Oh, of course, this is unhappy for very reasonable reasons. Alright. Okay. Nothing happened. Okay. So it didn't actually replace the inside of the blocks, which is a bit weird. So it gets a block view, new box, ID blocks. Okay, just for a sanity check, I will just add like one more thing in class, whatever, just to see if this part gets updated, and it could be that that this is broken. Did this update build? Yes. Okay, so this is not updating at all. Okay. So okay, is this actually... Yeah, no, this looks correct. So after this patch, the block view should be updated to this. Then I call the draw blocks with the block view. Okay. Somehow this is not getting updated. How can I check this? So let's yeah, no. Okay, let's have a look at this thing again. So vnote is this. Okay, then it just gets patched. Okay. Okay, let's see if the first one actually works. So if the class doesn't get set up, then I know that the first patch actually doesn't do anything. Yeah, okay, so it's actually the first patch that doesn't do anything. That's weird. Get element by ID blocks. I mean, this should be fine. Do I have any errors in the console? Console. Ah, I do. I mean, not that these errors are particularly useful. Right. Okay, let's just take it step by step. So let's get rid of this part because this is not particularly interesting. So I really care only about the blocks. Okay, let's see if that actually did anything, because it could have. Oh, now it's actually not... Oh, interesting, now it actually works. Except it doesn't. But okay, so this is actually... Oh, now we have this stupid thing where it's 0 by 0 again. Yeah, I mean, this is the same bug I ran into last time, where like the block would insist on being 0 times 0 size-wise. And even though like these rectangles are all correct, they don't show up because... So maybe the bug wasn't just the lower uppercase thing, it was something more fundamental in the like draw engine. Yeah, but if that's the case, then I'm kind of screwed. I don't really know how to fix that, honestly. Okay. Let's quickly have a peek at this thing. Not this one, this one. Does it have anything? Doesn't look like it has like an explicit size, I don't think. At least I'm not seeing it. It's a sizing is content box. This one sizing is content box. Okay, so that's matching up. Yeah, I think it just gets the size from the internal stuff. I mean, I can give it an explicit size, but I don't think that will actually help. I think this is again the same bug as last time, which is quite annoying. Right, so I guess what I want is this thing should be width 1000 and height 1000. I guess it needs to be pixels, right? Sure. And I keep losing my window. Not this one. This one, right. And did it actually? Yeah, it did recompile, but yeah, it still shows up at 0 times 0. Yeah, I think this is the same bug as last time. Damn it. That's annoying. Is there anything special I'm missing? Okay, I can do it slightly shorthand. I don't need to do the double patch. But I just, well, could be it. Okay, let's see. I'm willing to try anything at this point. So instead of patch here, what we want is asm-dom vnode. Block view will be to vnode. Okay, element by ID, right. And ID will be prox. Right. So then I guess this entire thing can go away. And then draw block view, and that will do the patch internally. Okay. This is failing for other reason. Okay. So let's see what happened. Right, okay, it did get updated, but again we have the same bug that it's 0 times 0. Okay, I will take a short break and I will actually try to ping the author of the library and see if he's willing to join the stream. Because, yeah, I'm not sure how to progress further. Yeah, this really seems to be the same bug. I mean, I can just wait, like if I set the border, yeah, it says, yeah, it's the same bug, exactly the same bug. Like even if I set like manually the border to 20, it recalculates the size of the box to -20, so it just like forces this thing to be always 0 times 0. Not like I'm not quite sure what's the problem here. Like it maybe like it's missing some reflow or something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, a short break, and I will try to ping the author of this library in the meantime and see if we can get some help. See you in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's see then. So the author of the library should be joining at some point. We'll see if we can get to the bottom of this problem. It's a very curious bug. Like it could be something that's actually like a bug in the like draw engine of the browsers, but especially of this weird thing where it like sets the box like, yeah, this is super weird. And also, like, you know, if the moment I click on it, it shows the correct value, but like, so strange. Okay. Okay, in the meantime, I was just clean up the... Oh, perfect, you are here. Okay. So, just a second and I will give you a tour of what's happening. It could be that this is something totally unrelated to the library. It could be really like a bug in the draw engine of the browsers, because it's like the way it manifests, it's super weird. So, okay, I guess let's start with the HTML. So basically in the HTML, I just have a block, and this is a bug that kind of keeps reappearing at different places, so it doesn't particularly matter that it's, you know, like a group. At least from what I see, like it just keeps happening. And then in the code, I grab the node by ID. Oops. Alright, get element by ID, blocks, and this is my view. Then I have a function that updates that view and, you know, returns the new v node. So the weird thing is that, I mean, the replacement actually happens, but for whatever reason, the like change node has its size set to 0 times 0. And specifically, this is in the box model. So in like the computed, the attributes are fine. Like this is 1000 by 1000. But in the layout, the box is 0 times 0. And it's even weirder because if I just do like change the border of the box to 20, it updates the size of the box to -20. So there's obviously something broken in here. So yeah, I have no idea if you would know what the heck this is. It kind of looks to me like there's like some sort of function call missing that would like update the like box model or something somewhere, and it gets stuck in like a weird state. Like the weird thing is if I click on it, I'm being stupid. I just realized I'm not showing it on the stream. So yeah, now you can see it. Yeah, if I set the border to 20, it updates to -20, but if I click on it, like it shows the correct size. So yeah, something is weird for sure. And because of like the parent block is size 0 times 0, like everything that's inside is just not showing up. Okay, I'm not sure if you are still there. Alright. Could be related to CSS. So, I mean, I could try the same thing with like non-SVG and see if it like basically triggers. But I think I actually did that in the like the first session. Like the thing that really confuses me is like in the computed attributes, it seems fine, right? Like it's showing 1000 times 1000 size, but specifically the layout, it's broken. The box model itself, like these numbers don't make sense. Okay, I guess in the meantime I can look at damn it, I don't have any good downtime activity, I'm just realizing. What else did I want to do? Right, I actually wanted to see if I can compile this thing together with my solver. Okay, so let's try that. Let's go here. Okay. So okay, so it grabs CPP files out of the source directory. So I mean, I guess if I just copied the files in there, the code that generates the rectangle. Okay. Yeah, it's this code. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, just attributes, nothing extra. And I guess I should really upload this to the repo so you can actually have a look at it. Let me actually try to do that in a different window. Oops. Come on. Yes, this thing. Okay, let me see if that actually went through. Right, okay. So I actually updated the GitHub repo of the Boilerplate thing, so if you want to play with that, the code is there. Okay, so let's see if this will work. I think this will work. Okay. Right. Okay, so I can just have the code in the source directory and it will compile into the main thing. And it's not even that big. Well, maybe because I'm not actually calling it. Okay, let's reserve that judgment for after I actually try to call it. But yes. Okay. Okay, so what was actually failing here? There's something specifically for Weird. Is it some command packages that are failing to compile? So I think if I tried this last time, so if I basically take the generated HTML, this thing, I save it, save pages, sure, yeah, and then if I open it, oh, maybe it doesn't work even then. No, but okay, so... Oh no, it works. Yeah, this is how it should look like, exactly. So yeah, if I basically take the generated HTML and save it, then it correctly renders. And basically here you can see the difference, like now this thing actually has correct size. Even though like basically everything else is the same, right? Like this is 1000 pixels, everything is exactly the same. The only difference is that the layout gets actually computed correctly. That's like by kind of suspect. It's like it needs like either there's a bug in the draw engine, as in it's like if you like basically this would freak out even in like pure JavaScript, where you basically try to replace these elements, it would just not work. Or option 2 is there's like a thing you need to call that doesn't get called when you do it, you know, from the library. That doesn't like recompute the boxes or something, I don't know. But I had the same thing. So in Chrome, actually, okay, I can show you that. So let's jump back here. So npm start, right? So in Chrome, it's actually very similar. The computed things look a little bit differently. So, right. So the size is still 0 times 0. But the box model looks different. Like here it actually shows the correct 1000 by 1000, it just doesn't display it as 1000 by 1000. What is this? Ignored. Yeah. Cool. Again, like it could really be like some sort of bug in the way browsers draw things, but I mean, it really kind of looks to me like there needs to be like an update to the like box model or something somewhere, and it just doesn't happen. Although those are just, you know, my guesses with my zero knowledge of JavaScript and CSS and HTML. Yeah. The static one is completely fine. Yeah, okay. So this actually I can fix. Do I have... Okay. So, where exactly is this happening? 168. 68. So I is size D and size is unsigned. Okay, and this needs advance. Wait a second, this should be. Shouldn't this be S3 advance? I think it should be S3 advance. Let's have a quick look. Yes, indeed, this should be S3 advance. I don't know why it wasn't STD and it's still compiled. That's a bit weird. And I will definitely need an iterator header here. So static cast std diff distance right, so this is based on the iterator. Oh, this is such an annoying warning. Because I basically need to I guess I can get it out of the vector, maybe? Is this a thing? Oh shoot. This is screwed up right now because of mscripton. So let's try to fix it. Need to do this. Okay. So let's fix it here as well. What were the other places this was complaining about? So that's the 170, 168, 187. What? Oh no, it's this line, right? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, then 100, no, 251. Okay, this. And here. Okay, let's see if that helped. Right. Okay. Let's see if it actually works. Because I haven't updated the code in a while. I think the last thing I did was basically fix the small, well, not exactly small, but make a small fix to remove the performance regression that was pretty big. Right, so I think everything is working fine here. I guess I can do this as, okay. So that's all fine. So let's update the core repo then. Okay, and I need the GitHub desktop. Oh shoot. Right. Directory path. No, that's not. Damn it, there was definitely. Okay, right, like this. Sure, that works. Okay. So I should now be building. Yep. Yeah, because of these issues with the continuous integration, I'm really thinking about splitting basically the solver libraries from like the main and other stuff, because like first of all, the library itself will be pretty light on dependencies, which would help a lot with all this building and things. And I guess then it should actually be easier to like pull it in using, like I can easily have a separate repo that pulls it in. Cool. I mean, if you figure this out, it will be amazing. Just FYI. Like, this is such a weird bug. Yeah. And I really appreciate you taking the time to actually work on this, because, you know, I'm bothering you with this over the weekend. But I really want to use the library. It's so cool. But yeah, like, I think I will work on splitting the code a bit into like having a very clean library that's well tested and that actually can be put in using Conan, and then have a separate repo for like the command line thing and have a separate repo for the web UI thing that will just pull in the code. One thing I'm not sure how to do is still like how to actually build the asm.js properly with like my code, because like right now what I have is basically I just kind of hijacked the makefile in the project, not here. Here, right? So if I go to this project, oops. Right, if I go here, I just kind of hijack this makefile, because what this makefile just does, it goes over all the files in the source directory. But yeah, it would be really nice if I would manage to basically switch this into CMake. The namespace of the rect elements. How do I do that? I have no idea, like I don't even know that there was a namespace in like AIM HTML or JavaScript or whatever. So what do I do? Need more guidance. Ah, okay. This namespace, sure. That would be over here, right? Comma, and let's see if that works. Right. Oops. So oh, here it is. Right. Oh, also the G. Okay. Oops. Oh, okay. Something happened for sure. Like I'm just seeing it on the side. It popped up, and I think it works. So let's see. This thing, right? This thing recompiled. Right, yes, okay. Okay, I have something weird with the Z order of things that I wanted to fix, but otherwise, this looks like it works. So do I need to specify the namespace for like every element in the SVG? Or what's the story there? What the heck? It doesn't show up here. Weirdly enough, it doesn't like show up in the generated code, even though I set it. That's very curious. So is this something your library like swallows, or what's the situation there? Because yeah, it's not here. And I guess, yeah, sorry, I have it way too small. Right, okay, so okay, cool, this thing now compiled, that's good. So what do you mean by with the correct namespace? So like your library expects that, or what's the situation? Because the thing is, like, I don't see the namespace then in the generated HTML. And also not in the CSS. Okay. Okay. Well, I can definitely inject the namespaces, that's fine. But one thing that weirds me out is, like, I don't actually see the namespaces in the generated code. So I don't know if that's expected or not. Because what I would, expect is, like, here the ns equals whatever is the URL, like, I guess this one. Yeah, something like this. But yeah, okay. No, cool. This is good. It does actually work, and it works exactly as I would like. With the only thing that's not to my liking is the Z index. So how does this work? With greater stack order is always in front. Right. So let's try to do that. Okay. I need to give the background Z index, and then where the heck was that? Right. So okay. Okay, so it's like some in the JavaScript in the JavaScript representation, I would see it. I just don't see it when I look at the visual representation. Ah, okay. Okay, that explains things, because the thing that was weirding me out is it would just randomly work, and like in the visual representation in the like debug console, like there was no difference. So cool, very cool, very cool. Okay, I mean this is perfectly fine. I can just have the this way, don't need to write it. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, so that I would basically generate the entire, like this entire thing, and not have it in the HTML? I could do that. And you are saying if I do that, basically it will correctly set the namespace for everything, or? Actually, so I had a question here, because so here I generate the blocks, right? Like, is there, like, what's the API on the ASM on the V nodes? Because I was wondering if I can do something like have a for loop that goes like, you know, something like this, and then here will be something like, I don't know, new blocks dot children dot insert, you know, generate block I, something like that. Is there an API like that? Because so one problem I have right now, because this is a makefile project, like my IDE is not giving me, it doesn't correctly resolve the headers and stuff. So I'm really struggling a little bit with the APIs. Or do you have the APIs somewhere like described, or do I need to dig through the headers, or what's the situation on this? Because if I could do this kind of stuff, then I don't really have a problem with like generating the entire thing through yeah, okay. So yeah, if there's like an API like this, then basically I don't really have a problem doing that. The only reason why I'm kind of doing it like in this small way is because it gets a little bit awkward to like regenerate everything from scratch every time. So I kind of only want to update the specific parts. And yeah, I'm not sure if my stream has such a massive like delay, or if you are watching with a delay, but there's like a really big gap between me saying something and you replying to that. So I'm really hoping that it's not my stream that's so delayed. But it could be. I have definitely seen that in the past. Ah, okay. Okay, in that case I really need to get... Yeah, I really need to get the code completion working in here. But how would I do that? I could create like a fake CMake list file, I guess. Let's try that and let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't have a problem with creating the new vnodes, that's fine. The tricky part was I was kind of basically want to decompose it into parts, right? Like I want to have a thing that handles the background, a thing that handles, you know, the other thing. And I couldn't figure out what exactly is the API on the vnode because again, like my IDE doesn't like this project because it's just a make file. It isn't a CMake file. And yeah, like if you don't have the CMake list, then it just doesn't know what to do. Okay, how the heck do I do this? Okay. Okay, let's call it Sudoku UI. And okay, now like this will basically compile it as a C++ code, but that's fine because I'm just trying to get the code completion working. So right, I need to set up the include paths. Yeah, okay, I will need definitely something like this. Okay. Actually, I will not need a library. I really just need the binary itself. Right. So where the heck? Okay. Project. So this will be source/index, and I mean, okay, for now I don't really need this either. Right, now it doesn't find the paths, which is expected. Oh, so many libraries. Alright, this is actually I'm scripting, so this will be in my home directory. Okay, so by the way, if you did try to send like a link or something, then I didn't get it. Could be that my chatbots are set up to be aggressive about links. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is the mscript and ndk. Wait a second. I already had this thing here. Yeah, okay, so the problem is that this is building. Shoot, how do I do this? I guess I could change the tool chain. Tool chains. Right. Okay, so right. Sticking upstream bin. Okay. Let's jump here and let's have a look at it together. Right. Ah, okay. Ah, cool. So how the heck does this work? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, well, let me grab that. Let's just try to clone it first. And I guess I can just try to open that in CLI. So this can go away. Okay, that's uninteresting. So file open this one, new window. Okay, it's loading. Okay. Okay, slight issues, I think. But I should be able to make this work. So let's see. Right. Let's see if it actually works like this. Okay. Like unfortunately, one thing that I'm kind of complicating for myself is this is a VSL setup which has weird quirks when it comes to like the tool chains and stuff. So I'm okay. I might need to do this. Okay, let's see. CMake build type. Yes, we need it. Really sweet. Debug info. CMake prefix. Steps. Okay. Fetch content fully disconnected. Okay, don't really care about that. Sure. Generate. Make. No, doesn't like it. Okay. What was the... No. There's like a way to force it to print the... Right, verbose, not we. Okay, so shouldn't this be... Wait a second, this is weird. Shouldn't this be MCC like this? Oh no, I need to... Okay, let's try again. Because I think like this shouldn't be compiling with user bin C++, they should be compiling with the MCC compiler, no? Actually, let's just try that. Okay, maybe not. No, but this is... Okay, this is just complaining about this thing here. Is it something like that? No. Okay, damn it. Where's my browser? Okay. Okay. Okay, so it actually wants a list, as in a list. Okay. So I guess like that. Okay, so this compass is just that for whatever reason my CMake is refusing to point it to the correct compiler. Which is quite strange. Let's try this. Maybe now. Okay, I didn't... Yes, okay, so now it's actually compiling with the correct compiler. I just didn't fix the... where the heck is this? Where is this coming from? Crap, extra runtime methods. Let's try again. Okay, right. CMake is right. Extra. Okay. Okay. I guess that would also work. Okay, let's try that. CMake. No, EMCC. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's see what Sea Lion thinks about this. So right here, okay. So reload. Wait, what? No, you bastard. Just screwed up everything. I want build CMake. I want this and no. I want it to be in this directory. Maybe. Main. Does this build? Does this work? Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not surprised it doesn't like this syntax. But if I just do new node, perfect, it works, amazing. Okay, thanks a lot, like this is so helpful. Okay, yeah. I'm not surprised that it doesn't like the GCX syntax or whatever this thing is called. But I was actually having weird issues with that anyway, which could be totally related to my screw-ups, but I think considering I want to do this very programmatically, I probably will not be using this syntax anyway, so that's not an issue. So cool, this is very cool. What happens if I just run it? Permission denied. Oh, because it tries to run the JavaScript. Okay. Okay, that's actually... So this is actually a question I had. So if I try, where's my browser here, right? So if I just try to, yeah, okay. So is there a way, what is this actually trying to include? Yeah, is there some sort of way to make this work locally? Because I think there's a... Yeah, there's like a problem with the paths. I think it's... I really need to have a web server running, right? Like I cannot really just like open a file and have it work. Because the paths here get like resolved against the hostname, which in this case I don't really know what that is. I guess my root file system something, I don't know. Is there like an easy way I can just like start a web server? That will just serve these files. Or does this actually perhaps mention that? How to build? Yeah, okay, I could have saved myself a little bit of work by just looking at this. Okay, so that's the make, sure. Yeah, okay. Ah, through Python, okay. Okay. Okay, this is one of these webcasts that can be actually copied. That's so neat. Cool. Sure, of course I don't have it. Python 3. Alright. Wait a second, what? Oh, is it just no module named? Oh, right, I guess I need to shoot. So many languages I'm not familiar with. Cool. Okay. So localhost 8. What was the port? 8000. Amazing. This is amazing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, okay, sure. It's missing some files. That's who cares. Wow, that's so much simpler than what I was doing. This is great. Okay. Right, I need a short break. But if you are still in the chat, Matteo, you are amazing. Thanks a lot. Like, this was an amazingly productive time for me. Like, crazy good. I now have a CMake set up that works with CLion. Brilliant. Okay, thanks a lot. I will take a short pause, like a 5 minutes, and then I will be back and do some more work on this actual Sudoku thing, finally. Cool. See you in 5 minutes, everyone. Okay, and I'm back. So, since we have this now working, we have the SVG kind of working. I still need to finish that. But what I'm thinking about right now is to actually put this together. So, the tricky part here is that since these are two independent CMake files that have like different compilation environments essentially. I kind of need to set it up in a kind of weird way. Basically, like I need to have two directories in my GitHub, each of them with like a completely separate CMake lists. Basically a separate project completely. Right. But that's okay. And I will basically need to have okay, so what will be the structure? Let's go back to this one, right? So I could have like solver library, solver command line. So the solver library wouldn't be a standalone project. It would just be the CMake file that can be included from other projects. And I guess I can even make it like this could even be exported as a potentially as a con package. And I guess I keep writing into text people cannot see because it's on the side, right? Ah, damn it. Okay. So, right. So that's one possibility. And then I could have like a solver UI, which would be the web thing. So this would be a standalone CMake project, and this will also be a standalone CMake project. And I guess I can also make this kind of a standalone CMake project because really it's the environment that governs if it's compiled with the mscript, what the heck is the name of the thing? Mscript and compiler, right? So because of that, like really the only thing I need is to have like a special directory for that. Too many cables around me. Right. Yeah, okay, let's do something like that. So... how do I do this? I guess alternatively I could just have them as, if I make them as a separate Git repos. I just wonder if this will be too much hassle. Yeah, it's probably too much hassle for just one project having multiple repos. Okay, so let's just do it a simple way. So solver right. So I have the three separate things. Right. So let's just get rid of the things I don't need anymore. Right. Okay, there's something screwed up here in my CMake directory. I don't know how that happened, but I don't think I want these files. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, I don't want the CMake bin, CMake lib, or CMake test. Okay, now it's reasonably clean. So what I want to do now is basically grab the Sudoku code and just move it into the... okay, that's not that easy. So yeah, I kind of need to do it more fine-grained, because right now these are together. Okay. Okay, how the heck do I untangle this? Okay, I will need to investigate this offline, because this will just take me forever to figure it right now. So what I will do for now... come on. What I will do for now is basically take the... which one was it? Not this. asm-dom CMake, right? Take this project and yep, make a thing out of it. So yeah, and I will need to clean it up at some point, but for now this is definitely fine. Right. Okay, so now I need to clone it. Where the heck is... right. Okay. So this one, yeah, this one I don't need anymore. So I will just open this one in this window. Yes. Right. Okay. So now just to move the code from this craziness. Right. Oh, let's grab this. Okay, just to make sure I don't screw up anything. Yeah, okay, so there's the font setup, style sheet is the... I guess not, okay. Let's just take it step by step. Right. That's fine, I don't really mind that. The style sheet can remain. And I guess that's okay. So this thing will need to move into the code actually. Right. So for now, let's just put it here. And then this can go away. Right, so we will need the SVG element to replace. So this needs to remain here. And the style, I need to copy that as well. Where was it? So many windows open right now. Right. Assets, right, okay. I guess I only really need... Well, I guess just the lines. I don't really need anything else. I don't really... Yeah, I don't think I will need this stuff. Actually, probably I will not need anything of here. Sure, but the font family I can keep, that's fine. Okay, let's just get rid of it. Okay. So let's simplify this code. Alright, I need to set up the build for this repo. So where's my terminal? Here. Well, okay, first of all, I need to fix the project settings. Right. It will be in, oops, new folder build. Okay. Now, of course, this will still fail. Right. But now I can do this. Okay, I need to fix the this thing. Okay, I guess now it will actually work even here. Yep. Let's build it. Okay. Well, I actually don't particularly need this thing, so I can just rename this. Rename to CPP, and that way it should not be compilable. No. Oh yes, because I of course need to change it. Like that. Right, okay. Now I just need to get rid of the excessive stuff. So document root, right, so the root will be root, right? That remains the same. Yes, I called it root as well. Okay. So done this. Okay. Okay, I definitely want the function. Function that will just render the background, which will right. Which will be this. Okay. No, okay. No? Okay, yeah, it's missing. Of course, sure. Right, so this will be G, and then the data. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure I actually want to do using namespace asm-dom, because this will get super tedious otherwise. So ID is background, and okay, I guess that's it for this thing. Then this will be the grid. line, and then the actual path is this. Okay. I guess I could actually generate this, but yeah, okay, that for I should actually generate that, because that way it will actually work for all the sizes of Sudoku puzzles, right? Okay, let's just write generate path. So it works for all sizes of Sudoku, right? But for now, that's fine. So, okay, so that's actually just the... Okay, so this is not the grid, this is horizontal lines, okay. Then the same vertical. Okay. Okay. This will be the border. I guess I should start with the class, because that's what I do for the rest. Okay, and then the width and height. That. So now I just need to compose it together. So this will be background dot children push back, horizontal lines, vertical lines, and border. And then return background. Okay. So I guess I want another function. Render puzzle. Cool. Thanks a lot with the help. Like, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for taking the time over the weekend. Okay. Render puzzle. So this will be the SVG. So this is this. SVG data ID will be root. This thing. Oh, okay. I guess I don't really need that. What I do need is the view box. And then what I need to do is puzzle children pushback render background. Right. So fetch right, okay, so here I actually wanted to do the other way around, right? It was 2B nodes, right, okay. So this will be root is this. And yes, then I basically want to do root view equals patch root view with the render puzzle, right? Okay, so all this stuff can go away. Okay. Wait, what? Non-void function does not return a value. Crap. Right. Okay. So I think right. And right, this thing. Oops, no. What? HTTP server 8000. No, without nothing, right. Working directory should be here. Okay, let's see if this works. It doesn't. Okay. Yes, that's annoying. Okay, let's. Okay, is there, if I run it, is there like more info? Error running. Wait, what? What are you trying to do with main.js? Targets. Yes, I mean, what the? What the heck are you trying to do? Not found. Yeah, okay, but that's. Damn it, how do I make this work? Edit configurations. HTTP server. Specify. Well, Yes, this will probably not work like this. Ugh, damn it. Yeah, okay, this should be fine. Okay, so let's just make... so... Okay, let's just... do it like that. Wait, interpreter path. No, working directory is what I care about. No interpreter path given. What the heck? Yeah, I really need to get rid of... Sure. I really need to get rid of the WSL. Like, it's not... It kind of works, but it's mostly annoying. What are you still complaining about? Interpret the path is invalid or not readable. No project interpreter. Perfect. Oh, damn it. Yeah, okay, fine. I will just run it manually. This is... Yeah. Damn it, not like that. Localhost. Okay, this didn't get updated, so I have something broken. Right. Wait, what? This value is not what? Now, why would it be saying that this value is never used? That's a bit strange. I mean, I could even shorten this to just this, I guess. Because the... Yeah, okay. I know exactly why it's complaining, but that's okay. Okay, this is not getting patched. Okay, so what am I screwing up? get element by ID root. This is ID root, I mean should be, right? ID root, I don't really need this, I said, okay, so this can style so root with 600, but actually wait a second, it does get replaced, but it gets replaced by the naked SVG, which is quite curious. Okay. So then the render background is maybe broken. Okay, let's try puzzle children pushback age path data ID, sure. Okay, let's just draw one line. Oh, okay, like that. Interesting. And if I do it explicitly, okay, if I do it like this, what do you not like about this? No, it's not the... Oh yeah, it is the comma, okay. No, maybe not. What? What am I screwing up? Ah, children is a list, not a... right. Obviously. Okay, weirdly enough, this actually works. So interesting. Is it maybe the namespace again? So what is it? Background dot ls equals okay. So I guess this should actually be returning children. Right. Oh, but now I'm... Okay, so the same idea here. Okay. Yeah, okay, at this point this is actually not really simplifying the code, so I might as well just do... Oh, okay, if I do it through the initializer list, it will be basically the same idea. Okay. So we have the children for the grid, and now return with this, and children. Oh, children will be grids, right? Right, so this actually will be render background. Ah, okay, but now I'm running into the... Okay, I think now I need to update the version of the library, because it's now generating the uppercase stuff, and that's screwing up the rendering as well. But did it... Yeah, okay, so this actually created all the correct things, I think. Or maybe is it the namespace again? I guess I can just try and see. So let me copy it from here. Okay, let's see if that's actually it. Ah, okay, yes. No? No. Where does this actually... Right, I need to change this, so... Right. I guess this should be Git commit, maybe? Or is it just Git tag? Okay, let's see. Bit old. This. Ah, okay. Yes. We are getting somewhere. Right, now I have the issue with the transparent thing again that I forgot to copy. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it actually wasn't... Let me just try to delete these namespaces to see. And the rectangle needs... oh damn it, what was it? What was the... I keep forgetting. Line fig. Where the heck is that? No, wait, that's the wrong thing. I don't need this. Fill transparent, yes, that's it. Okay, right, let's rebuild it. Okay, cool. So now these generate blocks. Right. Okay, over here I want to have another G, which will have ID the blocks, and this will be round the box. Right, that should be correct. Okay. Compile. Oopsie, there's clearly something wrong. Okay, so why is my y-axis so crazy? What the heck? ToString y. How does this end up being like minus? And x is always the same? What? Oh. How did this happen? Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we don't even have the z order issues. Okay. Right. So now for the tricky part. What I want is if someone clicks somewhere, something should happen. That's a very good description. Right. So I guess I can go to the okay, one thing that I actually noticed, I need to change this. So this would be Sudoku UI project. Yes. Yeah, reload. Wait a second. There was a setting for CMake. Automatically reload. Yes, please do. Right, if I go back to not that, shoot. Okay. Oops. Right. Okay. On click. Right. Also, these don't even need to be like exported somehow, or am I just not seeing that? I guess let's try. Oh yeah, I guess they're automatically exported like because of the GCC, the GCX thingy, right? So how do I do it without the GCX? What the heck is it? Okay, let's just... Ah, okay. This thing is what I care about. Okay. Right, so this is just a function. Yeah, okay, so this is just a callback. Okay, okay. Right. So So this will be the tricky part, because what I kind of want... there are different ways to do it, right? So if I go back to the UIs that I was testing. So okay, so this is like you click on a thing, it just selects stuff. And if, yeah, sometimes it does some highlighting. Okay. Right. Yeah, it basically sets some things to matched. It basically modifies the classes. Okay. And I guess then yeah, okay, so if I then here I press a thing, that's the actual thing that changes the code. So yeah, okay, so I guess then it just grabs the thing that's selected and modifies that. Ah, okay, and it's also bound to keyboard. Okay. Right. Yeah, there's like outer. Okay. I like this. This interface is very well thought out. Who's the author of this? Yeah, okay, doesn't really say. But this is very nice interface. And this one, how does this one work? So okay, so there's no special logic for the selection, but okay. Sudoku Solver. Okay, so they add like a highlight. But then okay. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder how they like figure out which cell is highlighted. I guess, okay, so one thing to mention is like you can highlight a bunch of stuff and then it modifies all of them. So are they just like iterating over this stuff? It's interesting. Can you... Oh yeah, you can highlight a bunch of things here. Does that... And it seems to work correctly. Okay. Okay, so it's basically, if there is an action here, it just goes over all the selected items and basically applies the mutating operation to those. Right, okay. Okay. No, this is very nice. Yeah, okay. I kind of like this idea. Basically just mark the elements that are selected with a special class. That way it's also like if I need to shade it or something, it just works. And once there's an action on the side, then just do that. Okay. I need a short break, but this will be a very short one. I just need to refresh my water and quickly run to the toilet. I will be back in 5 minutes. Okay. I need to fix this cabling over here at some point. Okay, right. So I wonder if I can make it in a very simple way. So let's see, there was a thing for keyboard input somewhere. I have seen it. Not that. I guess let's just generate. So okay, so here I render the background. So actually, yeah, this should be slightly different. Okay, let's roll back a little bit. So this actually should return a node. Right, and the node will be the background. So this one. And then I want a second thing. asm-dom node render blocks. Well, okay, I guess I can just, yeah. Overcomplicating things as usual. And this will not be render blocks, this will be results, right? Right, render blocks. Come on, that should be fine now. That should be also fine. So this would be children, and the children will be render background and render blocks. Right. And what I'm missing here is render squares. So render squares, which we all just rendered the squares. So okay. So for now, this will be similar to this. What I want to do here, except this will be double loop, so yeah, here we want to generate all the Sudoku squares. So first of all, the parent of that will be squares, okay. And then each square, I guess each square will be just like a empty rectangle, right? How does this UI do it? Rectangle. Okay, so there's like a background and then background and then an overlay. Okay. And then on top of that is the text. Okay. Wait a second, what is this? Interesting. On mouse down, on mouse over. Ah. Ah. Yeah, okay. Oh, because you can drag, right. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, okay, well, let's think about that later. Let's just get to something that's actually working. Okay, so let's just do rectangles for now. So this should be pretty simple. So result pushback rectangle. The attributes of this rectangle will be so the width and height will be always the same. So okay. Width and height, and right, fill. I guess that's fine. But the important part will be the position, and the position, so the X position will be 50 plus so J will be column. Yes. Okay, so this will be J times 100 and Y will be 50 plus I times 100. I hope. So X is toString of X and Y is toString std toString of Y. Okay. And this should return the squares, so that's in there. Okay, let's see. I guess I will not really see much because it's just empty squares. Well, but I guess okay. Right. So let's make it more interesting. So let's make them feel transparent. Okay. And I guess yeah, okay. Actually, what I really want is now to re-enable the wrap. Wrap, soft wrap. No. Appearance. Console. Where the heck do you... Okay. Now this should be actually visible. And it's actually pretty readable. Well, ish. Was it full transparent? I think it was. Yeah, it was full transparent. Okay. So rebuild. And cool. Okay, so now we should have a bunch of squares, and we do. Perfect. Okay, so I didn't really get as far as I wanted today, but I think my voice is starting to die after almost 4 hours, so I think I will wrap it up for today. But this means we have very exciting stuff for tomorrow, because now I have the squares. I just need to link in the events, and we can finally have this all wired together and working, which will be amazing. Cool. Well, thanks for watching if you stuck around. And thanks again to Matteo, who helped a lot with his library. Like, I really wouldn't be able to get anywhere without that help. So thanks again. And yeah, see you tomorrow, the same time, 2:30 p.m. Central European time. And we will be wiring in the solver finally, now that this thing is actually working. See you then.